Hi, y'all. Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart readings, back again to do this late night slash early morning read. If for any reason the baby wakes up, I will pop off and go and take care of her, of course. So just FYI, this is a pick a card reading for what message do you need right now. This is timeless whenever you need to check in with us. You might need one now in a few months or weeks or days and choose another option. Sometimes I'll do that with videos and I'll pick the same one. I just need a affirmation of the same message or encouragement. We're doing a little low key one here with the candles right now, so hopefully you can see it all right. You can reach me on social media: Facebook, Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart, on Instagram at Bohemian Stars underscore Ocean Heart, and on Instantgo at Bohemian Stars Ocean. Stay to the end and we'll do a collective reading for everybody who watched the video. So today the decks we have are Native Spirit Oracle, Soulful Woman Oracle, Tarot Apocalypsis, and Crystal Mandala Oracle. Tarot Apocalypsis. And Harry Potter's on in the background still, if you saw the last video too. So Gryffindor. Okay, so we have, hi. We have Peach Moonstone, a big chunky one. We have an Amethyst Slice. We have a Zebra Jasper. We have Peacock Ore, Mazonite, it's like a rough chunk, and we have a Labradorite wrapped in copper. So those are your options, and I'm going to go ahead and get into your reading. So for those of you who chose the peach chunk here, I love Peach Moonstone. We have the Four of Swords reversed. We have Tiger Eye, and it says Tiger Spirit Rises. We have the Peace Pipe, the Chanupa here. We have Service as Co-Creation. I gotta watch these candles. Have in the flow. So if you chose Peach Moonstone, I see here some reconciliation after there has been maybe just disagreements, maybe just like past not merging. And so it is okay now to, offer some healing, offer some prayers towards someone or a situation, offer, some resolution. I'm not seeing your fierceness or your independence or your individuality, seeing it actually increasing as you set boundaries, but learning of the picture, and then those who you actually bring in and keep creating with. And it's in the flow, so it's not forcing anything. It's saying that time to do it. You're being encouraged by whoever guides you in spirit. I see a time of pause that was there, and like a rest or a break that was taken, but this is very like warrior hearted energy. So when to use the roar and when to use the purr, so to speak. Tiger's eye could be very good stone for you to carry with, strong and independent, and like you can voice your own individual gut instincts and reactions and opinions on things. But this is beautiful, soothing energy here. So it says, my service, no matter how great or small, is a conscious act of co creation with the world. When I'm in the flow, magic happens. And I feel like the other message here is some of you feel like you can't like affect things in the world. Like, it's just exhausted you. You might even have gotten sick lately, like just being overwhelmed and feel like you just don't know how to affect things. And this is saying, no, your spiritual practices do affect things, especially when met with action. So take the time you need to have, your ceremonies with yourself, figure out what's going on in your transition and changes, and putting true spiritual energy towards what you're wanting to affect in your relationships or in your community around you, in the world around you. And then, take some fierce action with that, put that fierce love into work, and it does make a difference, and it is necessary. You are co-creating, with the things around you. Okay, so I hope that helped you in some way. To slice. All right, we have the High Priestess reversed. We have a Amazonite here, Goddess Rhiannon with integrity. Ooh, look at that green. We have the great mystery here, and they have the northern lights. We have the unknown. Oh my goodness, I didn't even plan that or time or anything. And we have heart healing. Look at that green. And then we have heart healing, which of course is the heart chakra. So my courageous healing journey. Let me hold it up here a little bit. Let's see. There we go. My courageous healing journey brings me personal awakening and a deeper relationship with myself. And then it says, I bow to the infinite intelligence of the cosmos, and my next steps are revealed. So if you are wondering about this, I can see that if you chose this one, that you might feel like your intuition's been off lately. You're like, okay, I don't know if that's fear or if that's intuition, like I need some guidance. And this is saying, in a way, your path is open. Like it's open for you to like what is right for you, and there's not like a big karma or a big cosmic no that's gonna smack you in the face for like choosing, like it's not like the universe is waiting to be like, haha, wrong decision, and like get you for it. So it's like, as long, really truly, as long as you're following your heart and integrity right now, like you're having good morals, you're doing the best for yourself and really just going with what feels right. That it's like you're not right now, it's kind of meant to be like an exploration, they're just like, okay, like fall, we'll catch you, go ahead, jump, or even better examples, kind of like when children are learning to crawl or to walk or ride their bikes or something, and they kind of have it's, let's see if it's okay. Sorry, this like details of spirituality right now for you. It's about just opening up, just like the next level or whatever it is. It's just feeling, and like it feels so vast. It's like very Aquarian, universal, Sagittarian, Pisces kind of energy here. Okay, it's that instead of having the breakdown of like, why am I here? Why do I exist? Oh my gosh, conspiracies. Oh my god, all of that. It's just like being in that flow, that nebulous energy of like, wow, I exist. Like I'm in the cosmic womb and I can create and I can be, and there's enough love for me. There's enough can have with myself to know that I'm making the right decisions. And when you're in that, it's powerful. Everything is going to speak to you. You're going to feel connected to all. And like that is what is wanted right now. So I know it sounds like a little vast and nebulous, but that's the reality of what spirit energy wants with you, is kind of this big cosmic hug right now. So the unknown is your friend. Okay, I'll just say it that way. The unknown is your friend right now. For those of you who chose a zebra jasper, we have the Nine of Wands reversed. We have discernment, chrysoprase, spirit keeper of the east. Quiet nourishes me. Okay, this makes sense. Okay, so I see you being very overwhelmed. It's kind of like you know too much, you see too much in people. There could be some PTSD or trauma. Like there's just so much going on all the time, and you feel like you have to keep your like ear to the wind, and just like watch out to make sure that you're protecting things of that nature. So, and you're not letting yourself have mental quiet right now, or you might be really wanting that and just not feeling like you can. um, it's good for you to make sure that you do give yourself space from what may trigger you in a negative way, or what is just kind of mentally damaging and worrisome. Sometimes we feel like, hi, sometimes we feel like we have to worry about something as if it's going to change must be wrong because I'm not worrying. I have to worry. That's smart. It's the right thing to do. I'm well, thank you. Thank you. We've been resting up and healing over here. So here it's like you have enough discernment, you have enough like logical knowledge, you have enough resources and networking to let you know what's coming down the pipeline. Whether it's I'm getting someone getting overwhelmed with social media and like the state of the world, and like is to the point that you're just like running yourself ragged, right? So that's for some of you watching that just number three. And it could be many different things, but it's like you're trying to keep up, I have to know everything. I'm the plug, I'm the channel, like I have to know what's going on, I have to stay. And some of you it's in your social networks, like, I have to, I don't want to miss anything. I need to know what's being said, and I don't want to get burnt again. And this is like, allow yourself to have some quiet, okay? So it says, quiet nourishes me, it connects me to the power of now. So when you are like more coherent, and even for students as well, you're more present. You're able to, communicate more effectively. You're able to really gain knowledge more, and most of all, you're just not running yourself ragged. So that's what's really needed. Really watch what you're listening to, what you're watching, what you're speaking, or at least the state of mind you're in when you're taking in that information. If you really can't handle that information at this time, it's okay. I need some rest, or I need to get my head right so that I can read, this thing about social justice that I need to, I want to address it. I don't want to close down to it. It's not asking you to be blind, but make sure that you're doing some caretaking with it. Use your discernment so that you can communicate more empowered. Oh, thank you. When you see my video, you feel so positive. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. Okay. For those of you who chose peacock ore, which would be number 4 down here, a little sparkle, we have the Princess of Cups. Let's see if we can get a little shine on her. Oh, this one gave 2 tarot cards. The Seven of Swords reverse. Got an eclipse on there that looks very beautiful. We have Sacred Revolution with Kali and Obsidian. Ooh. Gathering your tribe. And time of the follow. It says, creative manifestation occurs more easily when I have nurtured myself and honored my time of follow. This goes so well with the other reading, actually, but this is the action that will then be taken from. So if someone chose 3 and 4, which is Libra, Jasper, and the Peacock Ore. So this is about, I thought this is about when you really like are trying to make the transition from just wanting everything to be beautiful and nice and artistic. It's very like Pisces or Libra energy, and you're like, okay, like I don't want to not look at the truth anymore. I don't want to, like, I want the discernment. Like, you want the discernment that number 3 had. I want to be able to face things. I want to be able to stand up for things. I want to be able to stand up for myself. I want to be able to stand up for others. I want to be able to, like, I need to make these changes. And you're trying to figure out, how do I do that? But how do I do that keeping my good heart? How do I do that keeping some, light and love and positivity? So remember that, like, butterflies are seen as like one of the biggest signs of transformation. It's this bloody, gory, like if you've ever seen a butterfly like come out of their chrysalis, like it looks like blood dripping down. And it's something else though. Like, it's not like this, it's not a pretty experience. Like, it's, I'm sure it's painful for them in there, I would imagine. But they're seen as social butterflies, right? As this light, beautiful thing. And so that is your message here. You can transform and still connect with people at a deep level. The thing is, right now you're around people who aren't your people. Like, they might be having a false nicety, or even a false sense of change and revolution around you. And you need to it's kind of like you're ready to level up and kind of get the guts to see the real truth, right? And it's going to kind of, hi, Paradigm Breaker, which is a perfect name for the reading I'm doing right now. I'm sorry it keeps cutting out. It's just been so stormy here. It's just not, and I don't have the best internet connection. Okay, so this is, yes, breaking up the fallow ground. This is Sacred Revolution. This is like decolonizing within yourself. This is taking out whatever isn't working for you internally. Whenever you're seeing something in the outside world that you don't want the world to be that way, to go inside of yourself yourself and be tenderhearted and loving enough yet fierce enough to fix that within yourself and to hold the people around you too, to having that good heart, those intense good morals and things of that nature. So I see some of you worried, like, okay, well, am I going? Can I balance, and still feel, loving and lighthearted? Can I still go out and have fun? And yes, absolutely, it's actually going to make a safer space for you to do so, because when you're really, down with everyone that's around you and everyone's about growth and good intentions and things, you have even sweeter moments and it's real and it's legit. So it's asking you to call in, people that are really on that level. Don't be afraid of the people who aren't, not only ourselves, but each other. So, all right, those of you who chose, which would be number 5, which is the rough Amazonite or Amazonite. I don't know, people say it different. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Let's see if we can get a little eye on that. We have, what do we have? Ooh, we have the Pediarchite with Storm Wisdom, Grandfather Sky. Oh, I love it. Love, love, love it. Love Grandfather Sky. I embrace my body. That's very interesting because with that card, Pediarchite, what it means to me. And we have path awareness. So, for those of you who chose 5, for a lot of people who chose this one, we are in month right now. I'm seeing this Peter site is very good if you're coming out, if you have really have different expressions, like really living the different expressions of the gender spectrum or the love spectrum, things of that nature. It can really help that, find boldness and empower with that. So really get that if you need that encouragement and safety to move through with that. But I am seeing that with the embrace my body and path awareness. This is just encouragement and a little message in there for you if you are going through that. Everybody should be out. Everybody should be living their full self and love. So I see the Eight of Pentacles, even if you're not exactly where you want to be right now. You know, just have is what this is about. It's just a hug for you. It's saying you're on the right path. We have the blessings here of Grandfather Sky. So just feel very honored, feel very empowered, and very loved. Okay. Some of you need to shake up your day to day. Like, what are you doing in your day to day? It can be with very Virgo energy here as well. So it can be with your health, with your body, with your self image. How is you might have this path of like, okay, this is the kind of person I want to be. This is the ideals I have. Are you treating your body in that way? Are you honoring your body and your day to day habits in that way? And it can be hard. So this is not judgment, but it's saying that it's time for that big shake up and change. If you've been like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of, soda and plastic or whatever it is, and you're just waiting because you're like, okay, like I'm human. I'm trying to be self forgiving, but I know I need to get on myself pretty soon. This is like, okay, start getting on yourself. Start getting on yourself in a good way, in a healthy way, to say, let me be encouraged. It's resonating too. Yes, yes. Let me be encouraged. Let me do it in a positive way. But let me work for myself, right? They say pay yourself first, but what I'm learning, I'm a Pisces, so I understand, right? Sometimes you can be too self understanding and too self indulgent, and you do need some of that Virgo opposite, right? To say, okay, well, don't just pay yourself first, work for yourself first, all right? So this is like, you better work for yourself, and that is where your empowerment is. Storm wisdom is very important for you. Storm medicine. We have storm wisdom with Grandfather Sky. Right now, we're having those beautiful, like almost summer storms, lightning. It's cut my connection out, but sit with storm medicine. Maybe watch a meditation of it and feel that power with you, those ions that come with the storm. And whenever you have an issue or obstacle that you're trying to, get over, feel yourself being that empowered and that cleansed like a storm is what I'm getting, is very important. It's gonna go well if you stick with it and you honor yourself. I see you having a very good time starting a good healthy health plan for yourself, embracing your body, doing a dance course. So your body is not your enemy is a big message for you if you got this. It is an ally. It's protected you. It's carried you this long. So find ways to change positively with your body and to connect and honor yourself and your body as one as much as you can. I also get two is be patient with yourself as you unpack traumas that are in your body. It's a very physical one. So whether that is historical trauma, being born into the skin you're in, whether it is, any abuses that have occurred, I'm seeing this blessing. And I feel like this is like a blessing of the ancestors, a blessing of, from the DNA through your physical body is very important right now that you embrace it, you know, and find a peace with it as well. If I sincerely ask, I am always guided back to the right path for me and my central purpose. All right, so those are the messages I got if you chose the Amazonite. And Amazonite is about speaking your truth. Okay, for those of you who chose the Labradorite and the copper here, let's see what we got. We have the Two of Cups reversed. We have Daring Rebirth with Goddess Ishtar. Oh, yes. We have, what is it? Descending Power, and it is Zincite, and it's reversed. Sweat Lodge. Let's see, Infinite Self. Let's do it that way. Infinite Self. And we have Power of My Voice. Big throat chakra energy here. Okay, so here I am seeing where personal relationships, I'm sorry it's a little dark because the flames are getting a little down into the pan. Here we are seeing where personal relationships might sometimes feel like they're bringing you down, or you might feel like, I don't know if I can, grow and change and speak the way I need to, because it's kind of like if you know somebody so long and then you're trying to grow, even if they're very loving partnership, it can feel like, well, how can I grow? Like, they're used to me this way, I fall into old habits with them. Some of you, there has been a breakup or divorce of some sort, or falling out of best friends, and it's like, how do you move forward from that? So here it's kind of saying that your spiritual life, although it's important and we do our how we treat others is part of our spirituality, at the same time your spiritual life is separate from your relationships with others. It is your own. It is a time to really reclaim yourself as sacred. Finding, it's talking about your infinite self, the power of your voice, and really needing to do whatever's your version of a kind of a ceremony, or something to you and gets you feeling mind, body, and soul whole again, and really cleansed, and like you've gotten spiritual information, is very important. So we have Daring Rebirth, but we have Descending Power is about when like we're trying to get a download from spirit, or we're trying to get messages from like the universe, or whatever you connect to spiritually. And this is reversed though, so it's like you're doing it the other way. You might be sending so many messages outward, like so many prayers, and like, why doesn't this happen, and I'm trying to manifest, that you're like the energy can't get in the door to like bless you back or give you answers or empower you, right? So sometimes the answer is actually trying to level you up. So you might be like, oh, I need help with this, universe, I need help, I need help, I need help. And the universe is just like trying to like bing, like level up, you know how to do this, but you're not hearing that message, or you might be stuck feeling overwhelmed or brokenhearted, so you're not realizing that you have the tools that you need to oh, 2 months away from giving birth. Yes, this is definitely. So this is saying you are out. You'll do it, and that is definitely, birth is definitely a ceremony. Congratulations! I have a 5-month-old, so that was a recent thing for me as well. Um, Yes, and I feel like this is, rebirth with a ceremony card with infinite self with butterflies is just beautiful. Like, you don't have to wait till the next carnation to like reinvent yourself. You don't have to constantly. That's the beautiful thing about ceremony, is we are changing. We're marking a new self. I feel like some people, you might be changing your name. You might, it's definitely, I can feel like someone wants to change their name. You're welcome. Thank you so much for watching. You might want to just be reinventing yourself in some way. And so this is your permission to do so. If you've been needing to do something, if you've been wondering about going on a certain retreat, I'm seeing the dolphins here and just this beautiful energy. It is the time, it's the empowerment to do so. Again, you already have this energy within you, and that could be the I don't when I hold a lot of psychic energy in, I can start feeling sick sometimes, and it's like I need to release that out. I need to do healing work. I need to read. I need to do, whatever. And so it's kind of like that with you. So look at all of this, like of this that you need to release. This third, oops, talk with my hands. This crown chakra, third eye energy. Okay, so I feel like there's still beautiful, empowering messages you're going to get, but I feel like you have this empowerment within, like the answers that you're seeking are already with you, and you can change and affect them. They're not like something that you have to ask for anymore. It's like you make it happen, and like that's your answer, like creator or goddess or whatever you want to say. Right. Of all of us, what is it? Creative cocooning, divine alchemy with Aqua Aura and Mary Magdalene, and Seven of Pentacles Reaper. Yeah, this is a lot about following your authentic path. I feel like if everyone who's watching needs to hear, it is okay to tear down something that you've realized isn't what you truly want and start again. To kind of follow that own rhythm, like that, like when you come to the drum, there's no lie. Like if there's any lie when you come to like a sacred drum, like you'll hear it, you'll know it. Like it's just, when that is there, like you ride the drum into deep ceremony, it's just like you'll hear it. And so this is a time to really allow yourself to be authentic and to shed everything that's not what you want in your life, and not to have to feel guilty about it. Like, some people, if they want to change their job or something like that, they carry so much burden, so much weight, or if they need to leave a relationship, and this is saying like, no, it's the truth, like that authentic truth, and that is, you need those pure ingredients, like that, the pure truth of your life, so that you can make what you want, and so that everybody can find happiness. So the truer that you are right now, the purer that you're allowing yourself to feel what it is that's really right for you, the better ingredients you're basically putting out there to co-create with others. So whether that's healing a situation, whether that is starting something new, it's time to, and it's okay to kind of unpack the bags from the past and to be really honest with yourself about what you want. You might surprise yourself with your partner, your friends, your social media, by being authentically who you are and really showing that. It might allow free others to do the same, So creative cocooning here. Creative cocooning is a freedom I give myself. I create a safe nest for peace, healing, and calm. And this is a very and like and share and comment, and I will talk to you soon.